You started at the bottom, now you're moving way up.
I don't know about moving way up.
I did a call with you one day. It was like talking to the Terminator.
Don't fall in.
Have you fallen in?
I've not fallen in.
Talking to shit listeners, we'll do the Red Speedo event at some point. Who's going to carry the boats? Hey squad, quick side note. We know that more than 80% of you are not subscribed. The more people who subscribe, the more content we can create for you. And the happier we'll be here. Hey boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Upside, where we discuss all things e-commerce. Now, here's the lowdown. This week we are doing a catch-up episode because it's been a while since we've been in the studio. By the way, check out the new studio. It looks sick. And we have our mastermind, Leon, putting it all together. So there's a catch-up episode just to kind of let you know what we've been up to, what's been going on in the e-commerce space, of the little nuggets, and things that are coming up that you should try and make the most of. So, how you doing, Zamir?
I'm good.
Do you like the new digs?
I love the fern between us.
The fern between us.
I knew when I came in the studio this morning, I was like, there's going to be a true fern reference.
I can't do the straight face that Zach does. I can't do it. He's just got this unique style.
I can't either.
But anyway, so how you doing? What's been going on? Where you been?
I was going to say, so last time was just before we went to SA. So we've been South Africa.
SA, South Africa.
Yeah. Met the team out there in person.
The Rainbow Nation.
Yeah, it is, right? We had a great time there. Well, yeah, we were there at the end of June, beginning of July.
Rainbow Nation prior as well.
I really enjoyed the fact that I actually got to take you there. So my dad's South African, right? So I've got heritage there. It's part of the reason why we've opened an office there. And I got to show it off to you. So I really appreciate that.
Full circle.
Yeah, it does feel that way in a lot of ways. Yeah.
So, yeah, because there's a really cool origin story in that. So your father was one of the early members of the ANC.
He was a political exile. So, yeah, he ended up in the UK almost by accident, actually, as a result of that. So at a very young age. So, yeah, he was exiled when he was 19 years old. So I hadn't been able to return until they ended apartheid.
And happy accident brought us Zamir.
Hey, yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
So we went back. You kind of did a little hint into why we went, which was?
So we've got the office. I think we started with our first 2 team members in SA in December. Another 5 joined in May. We've got some more coming in the next month.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that should be coming.
Word.
That's not word. But we got to meet them in person, spend some time, and really build that relationship.
Yeah. But yeah, and also we got to watch the Springboks play, which was pretty nice, and got a Springboks jersey.
Yeah, a little bit harder for you than me.
Yeah, I grew up in New Zealand, so All Blacks. Still proud, but I wore the jersey Brock Friday. Thanks, Bryn. Yeah, so that was cool. And I think for anyone watching, my one of my takeaways is hiring team members that are remote. Yeah. And remote geographically and by time zone. And I think we're getting better at, everyone should explore it. You should definitely consider it. And we'll probably definitely be doing more of that. But I think for anyone who's considering expanding out internationally, this is something that you should really look at.
It's got its challenges, definitely. But it's not something that I think you can really do at scale from distance. You need to have some presence. You need to be there.
Yeah, we'll dip your toe in and then kind of expand out. And that's what we're doing. We're learning from it.
Yeah.
And if it's of interest, let us know. We can do an episode about our lessons of having a team that's fully remote.
I've got the history of it as well, so some of that works. And I know you've worked. We've both worked with supply chains so overseas. So I obviously had the web dev company. So yeah, sort of like 20, 30 people overseas for that. So yeah.
But Cape Town and Joburg were awesome. South Africa was great. So thank you, SA. And thank you for the scrumptious food.
It was great.
And then what else has been going on?
So we haven't been overseas we haven't traveled too much for the last 4 weeks. You've done a little bit, I know.
I do a lot of traveling, but those are both social.
We've met with a lot of our brands in the last 4 weeks. I've had time to do that. I've really enjoyed doing that. Yeah,
that was super cool. What are some of the ones that you've met with recently?
We've met with Daniel.
Impact Foods.
Yeah.
Great guy. Yeah. Honestly, really interesting business. And the guy is killing it. Yeah. 0 to 1 million. Just on Amazon, let alone the other parts of the business, which Amazon's now enabled him to expand into. That was great.
Jazz from A&D.
CEO of A&D Europe, and now he's North America, which is a massive company. Every time I hear about that company, I just realize how big it is. So first it was like largest blood pressure monitoring devices, but then they also do like weights. They do all the weight stuff for Formula One, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is it microchips? They do. They have a whole like technology wing. Like the company is massive. Like I think it's like it must be in the billions. They're massive. They're huge.
Spend some time with Enterprise Ireland. Spend some time with Scottish Development International. Yeah.
And we see some cool programs coming out with Scottish Enterprise
in particular.
Yeah. So most immediate one, and if you are Scottish based, consider getting involved. There's two that are coming up. One's
actually going to be quite soon after this goes out, I suspect. So 3rd of September is the start date. If you get applications in quickly, if you're interested in that one. It's the 5th time we're running this program.
The Amazon Accelerator.
Yeah, the Amazon Accelerator.
So that's like a 12-week program getting from zero to exports using Amazon. And it's kind of like week by week, there's modules and videos.
Yeah.
You get to see Zamir's pretty face. We have clinics and one-to-one support, plus a whole audit at the beginning and at the end.
Yeah.
It's pretty detailed and pretty good program.
And then you've got the AI program you're going to run?
There's a AI mini-series. It's a really, really practical how to use AI. So the idea will be
in running your business, right?
Yeah, in your business and for exports. So basically, it's kind of like we're doing this with Stephen Whitelaw, who is super interesting.
He's a fascinating guy.
He's a super fascinating guy. Speaks really fast, hyper intelligent.
Has some amazing stories to tell.
He's the kind of guy you want to sit next to on a campfire and just hear his stories. They're insane.
But he's been working in AI for what, 35 years now?
So he's like old school. He's OG AI.
Yeah.
So he's running the first 2 weeks, and then I'm doing the second 2 weeks. And it's really super practical. The whole idea is like you will actually learn how to practically use stuff.
I love the mix of the two of you. Stephen there for all of that real expert insight, and then you for that practical utilization of it, and the fact that you're doing this on a day-to-day basis and can just show business leaders and founders exactly how they can utilize and get the most out of AI on a practical sense.
Yeah. So if you are a Scottish company, you should be eligible to take part in both of those. And the cool thing is they're free. So jump on the SDI website and their Eventbrite page and find out how to sign up. Or we should try and get the links and put them in the description somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
With this, we'll figure that bit out. So yeah.
And we're we're meeting up with Stephen and the rest of the SDI team in a week and a half, I think, actually. So yeah, probably around about time
more stuff up in Scotland. So
yeah, and we're doing some programs on over a period of 2 days. So looking forward to doing that. I'm doing some workshops. So
nice. What are the workshops on, Zamir?
I'm running some clinics and one-to-ones. So anyone that wants to book in, spending time going through their Amazon accounts.
Nice. One-to-ones with Zamir.
Specifically looking at advertising.
Look at that. Normally it would cost you thousands, and just sign up, swipe right and sign up.
And you can also come along and hear Ali talking. I actually think there's a conflict. They can either have the one-to-one with me or listen to you talking. So it's a tough decision.
This is becoming a mullet episode, and I don't want it to be all business. So we're going to do business at the front, which we just had, and then we're going to have party at the back. So tell me, outside of work, what's going on in your world? I think you've taken up rowing. You started at the bottom, now you're moving way up.
I don't know about moving way up. I did a beginner's course. Now I'm on a development course. So, rowing on Thames once a week. And I think I've just finished 12 weeks now. So yeah, nice. That's been great. I'm doing it in the summer. So question is if I can carry that through the winter.
Yesterday you did it out in the rain. It was like pouring down and you were out in the rain.
Very wet yesterday. That was torrential rain.
Well done. Make you feel David Goggins? Like
it did. It gave me
who's going to carry the boats?
Zamir, I've got a question on this.
Yeah, go for it.
The Thames water is really dirty, right?
Yes.
What happens if you fall in?
Don't fall in.
Have you fallen in?
I've not fallen in. The boats that we use, the rowboats, are actually quite stable. So it is quite hard to tip those over. The professional ones, they're a lot less stable. So, but I have to say, to keep them stable, you have to have your core engaged. So it's an hour on the water, and respect to rowers, because you have to have your core engaged the entire hour. Yeah.
I struggled for like 5 minutes on the rowing machine. You were there for a whole hour. So respect.
It's good. It's good fun. It's much more difficult. I always say, right, here's the thing. If you want to push yourself and try something new. You've got to be prepared to be shit at it.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah. So no, you just got to be prepared to be rubbish at something, right?
Yeah.
If you have this expectation, you're going to go in and try and be good and try. Someone can go, oh, you're a natural. Like someone I know, when we tried certain things, and it's like, Ali's just like, yeah, I'm a natural. Well, I'm not a natural, but I'm comfortable with being rubbish at it. So I'm going to progress. You've heard this before. I'm going to go from rubbish to bad. And that feels like a good progression to me.
That's a great progression. That's that philosophy we talk about in the company as well, right? We talk about like being comfortable with uncomfortable, and I think that you're embodying that, which is great.
I'm looking at another challenge coming up, so we'll see.
Nice
in the future.
Nice.
Yeah.
Leon, you do running, man. You're like the solid running machine. You even have those like legit running glasses. I did a call with you one day, and you were just like, it was like talking to the Terminator.
Yeah,
Shirtless running through Leeds.
Oh, yeah. Can I just point out, he took a call with you on video while on his run.
I've told this story a few times to some of my friends because I was like, I got a message from Alan Sunday morning saying, are you free for a call? And I was like, I'm running with my shirt off because it was hot, with my sunglasses on. I thought, I just FaceTimed him.
It was hot because you were shirtless, but yeah, okay.
And then you turn the camera around and there's all the SA team sat there looking at me and my shirt. God's sake.
You're like special on the running front. When's your marathon?
I've got the York Marathon on the 19th of October, but I've just been injured, so I'm trying to recover. So I'm going for a pretty mid.
I love that. Our team is so badass. Like, I mean, you're doing it. They're just like getting into these like really legit sports and just trying to up their game, both at work and outside work. That's the whole thing. It's been I'm doing the circle again, well-rounded. So respect to you guys.
Well, you managing to maintain your levels.
Dad bod engaged.
No, seriously, I'm much respect to that because I that's what went for me whenever I became a dad. I'm going to blame the kids. Yeah. But you haven't. That's tough.
Look, I mean, I've seen Al with his shirt off in the last few months and I'm impressed.
Yeah, I have too. Yeah. Quite intimidating.
Yeah. I actually actively had to start like standing away from him at the pool.
You guys are making me blush. Talking of shitlessness, we'll do the Red Speedo event at some point. Leon, you won the competition, so congratulations. But we should probably wrap the pod there. So thank you, Zamir. Thank you, Leon. And thank you at home or on the tube or in the bathroom or in the gym.
Or driving your car.
Have a great day, everybody. Live long and prosper. One love.
One love.